What is going on, YouTube? Hope you fuckers are all having a good time out there. I'm making this video because you might be asking yourself, is my bike really capable of going on a long distance ride? And maybe it's not. My bike is definitely not meant to go on a long distance ride, but I'm gonna go ahead and go on it anyways. You're gonna have to take some steps to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the stuff that I'm gonna be carrying on my trip. So go ahead and stay tuned for that. Let's go. For people that have like sport bikes, naked bikes, bikes that you don't really see them with saddlebags. They're not really meant for that kind of a ride. They're more either high performance sport bike. Those are the kind of bikes that I'm trying to target. So for my trip, I'm going up the coast with a few friends, up the coast of California with a few friends with my Super Duke. Now they do make bags, but I'm a cheap bastard. If I can get away with makeshifting my own setup and saving, what is it, like $300, then I am down with that 100%. A few things before I get started on telling you what you should bring. There's a few things that I want you to take in consideration. If you can, always try to go with more than one person. God forbid that anything happens to any of you guys, but if something happens along the way, as far as mechanical, anything that's inhibiting you from being able to ride the bike, and you might be in an area where there's no cell service, you have to always prepare for the worst. Bring your friends. I mean, that makes it even more enjoyable. You need to have somebody with you, or then you would have to kind of take roads that are more populated, and the roads that us motorcyclists want to go on are the roads that are less traffic on them, more scenic, beautiful, roads, country roads that come along the coast or into the mountains. You don't want to just take the freeway. I mean, if that was the whole point, then that's kind of stupid. I wouldn't want to go on a ride if it's just freeway. I would lose my mind. Nowadays with Facebook, Instagram, there's so many groups out there like-minded like you that want to go on a big ride. I'm sure you'll find somebody. I'm sure you'll find friends in there. You'll find, group rides that will do this kind of thing. They'll go on huge rides. Don't go at this by yourself. Number, your destination, where you're gonna go, and what's gonna happen when you get there. Are you gonna go there and just hang out for a little bit and then turn around and come back? Or are you gonna go there and stay, and there's a few activities that you can do maybe for a day or two? Like what's gonna happen when you get to wherever you want to go? Now when you go and when you reach your destination, are you gonna be camping or are you gonna be going to a hotel? There's no shame in either or, okay? I had a big touring bike that I could fit a camping bag in it, a camping tent. I would pick camping way over a hotel. That's 100% I would choose that. I'm limited to space and I'm not willing to carry a backpack. I'm just gonna go ahead and stay at a hotel. As carrying your luggage, right? Now I did mention that for my bike, they do have like, saddlebags, $400 or $500. Which that's not what I'm gonna pay. Saying that they have a tail bag, a tank bag, and they want to have a backpack or even two backpacks. If you're somebody that rides with a backpack all the time, then you are probably more conditioned to how it feels after riding for 30 minutes to an hour. If you're not, and you expect that you're gonna just fill up your backpack full of stuff and ride for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, I'm telling you right now, every single minute that goes by after 2 hours, that backpack is gonna feel heavier and heavier and heavier. Like I said, if you're somebody that rides often with a backpack, no problem. But for somebody like me that hates riding with a backpack, it's like, it just feels like suffocating, very uncomfortable. So I'm gonna get into right now the steps I've taken, the steps I had to buy, and we're gonna go from there. But those are the main few things that I would say. Go with people, figure out what's gonna happen when you reach your destination, and your luggage. No backpacks. Let's go ahead and just look at the stuff that I have put together. This does not include my clothes, snacks, drinks. Obviously bring water, electrolytes, bring stuff that's gonna keep you going. Now I'm gonna talk first about my tank bag setup. It's not the prettiest of sorts, but it is handmade. Not really handmade. I bought this off of eBay. It was like $40. Honestly, I would not recommend it. Very cheap. It worked fine. I've already, tested this out. Holding up fine. It fits completely fine. I have plenty of, space for my stuff, and I'm completely happy with it. This is an old tank bag I had from one of my old bikes when I bought it. It's, you know, has like this is all faded, but I can, you know, put my cell phone in there or put this in there, and we'll talk about that package later. Alright, so obviously this is just me throwing it on there. It's not even, you know, secured. The whole reason why I didn't buy the saddlebags, like the actual saddlebags, is because I don't plan on taking this bike ever on a big ride like this, like with like the one I'm planning on going to. It's so bad this year, summertime, and that's the whole reason why. Next year, or the next trip that I'm going to be going on, I will definitely have another motorcycle, a touring motorcycle, whether it be a Harley, a Goldwing, like my man Shade Tree Surgeon. He has, like, I don't know if you know his channel, but if you don't, look him up. He rides like $1,000 old 80s Hondas across the country. So it's pretty sick to see. That's the main reason. I'm just not going to invest it in there, because I'm probably never going to take this motorcycle on a big trip like that again. On these rides, there's going to be areas where there's just not going to be any type of, you know, civilization. A lot of areas where you're not going to get any cell service. So one thing to do, travel book or print your directions offline. I have my whole trip set up in these pages right here. I have destinations where there are going to be areas of, you know, just nothingness, like there's no gas stations near, rest stops or anything like that. So me and my friends are preparing ourselves for those areas, so we know, hey, we need to stop and get gas right now. Maybe get yourself an extra drink, maybe get yourself a snack, because we're about to go 2 hours with nothing but just beautiful roads. You know what I mean? So figure out where are the rest stops. Plan ahead, prepare yourself. That's all I gotta say. Just be prepared for everything. We're gonna be talking about security. Ensure that my bike does not get stolen in areas that I'm unfamiliar with. One way of combat that is with something like this. Not that expensive. This is just a disc lock. It goes around your disc right here. You push it in, and you know, air tags, or if you have any GPS system. Insurance is always the, you know, the top level of security, and, you know, making sure that, you know, nothing happens to your bike, and if something does happen, you're going to be covered. But at the same time, if you're like 4 hours, 5 hours away from home, the last thing you want is your bike to get stolen. There you go. That's the sound it makes. There you go. Just make sure that you're prepared. The main theme of this video is just a common problem that will happen to a rider on a long ride is a flat tire. Now, a flat tire is something that could just make or break the whole situation. An open road and there's nothing for another hour to one direction and an hour the other direction. Better hope that you have the skills to get yourself out of that situation. Harbor Freight has this. I literally picked this up a long time ago. I have not even opened it. I'm not, you know, too confident in this kind of a setup, but, you know, it's better to have it, and hopefully it'll work, and if it doesn't, it's fine. I'm not even gonna, this is not my first go-to, but I'm still bringing it just in case. This, however, is my go-to. This thing right here literally has got me out of situations where I would have been screwed. Here, it's just you know, it takes out the stem within the valve stem. It takes the valve stem and squeeze this in, but I've found that that's nearly impossible. It just does not work like that. So I have to put it in a tube like this with a clear tubing. I'll take this out and I'll put it. You could actually put it in your tires right now. My go-to for fixing a tire or fixing a flat. Something that I just recently added. And that is an air compressor. Probably what I'm gonna do, this is being prepared and actually testing out. I've tested pretty much everything here with the exception of this. I want to have to really need to use this and then not being able to because it's a piece of shit. If you're gonna be doing a lot of miles, like I would say, you know, more than 1,000 or more than 600, I would definitely say bring yourself some chain lube. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to be talking about is tools. Or you go on a ride, or, you know, just kind of get an idea of, you know, what kind of tools you need, because they're not all the same. Some Torx on there. So Torx bits. I got, you know, Allen's right here. A little socket set, right? Big thing is zip ties. Zip ties and tape. You can never have too many zip ties, I'm telling you. These are like some Torx bits as well. ear protection. I cannot stress this enough. These are the KTM pliers that come with the bike. Same thing with this guy's like spare bolts and, you know, that sort of thing. Crescent wrench, but at least one strap, okay? You never know when you're going to be in the situation where you need to pull somebody out or they need to pull you out. Alright guys, well with that being said, hope this video has helped you out a little bit. If it has, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if it hasn't. Write me a comment, whatever the case. Doesn't matter to me. I like all the feedback. So go ride your bike, whatever it is. Stay up. 2 wheels down. Peace.